Welcome back to Reactions, Rants, Rabbit Holes. I am Rollen Green.
I'm Angie.
You are you. Up Church is what we're going to do. I mean, we're going to just straight go for it. I looked on the channel. It wasn't on there. You haven't heard it, but the preview, she was like, yep, do that one first. Do that one first. Mm-hmm. She likes it when it hits hard. Right? Is that fair enough? You like those bangers? Oh, that's true.
All right. Yeah.
Let's check it out. Church.
A lot of people think that I'm something I'm not. One thing I am is everything I say in my songs. If anybody got a question about the life I live, ask up, don't paint a picture if you ain't even got the canvas. I'm a loudmouth, crooked teeth, it ain't no doubt. Flag flapping in my truck, got pride for the South. I ain't a redneck commercial for the show that's out. Ain't your next dollar in your pocket looking like a drought. Fuck that, fuck them. I'm sick of people putting stereotypes on the kid. Other rappers looking at me trying to copy y'all over shit. Y'all flatter me till my face turn red. On a whole nother level, but not even for myself. But for every single artist that he's setting on the shelf. Every kid with a dream who can't sleep that well, cause mom and daddy got the cops called, cause all they do is, if you're gonna yell something, yell loud to the sky. Get the hellfire, then ask God why. We only get one go, make it work that ride. Switch lights on, and the seat recline.
Well, so far so good. I mean,
Yeah,
I like
it.
it. Now, you know, I might have to go a couple times through to
hear what he's
pick up every
talking
single
about,
thing.
everything. Yep. But
nice shout out to up and coming artists. You know, keeping it real as always. That's the the underlining theme, right? It's not it can be I rap better than you, but I still have more integrity than you too.
with little tidbits of the story of his life embedded in each, because like you can go back and figure out maybe the time frame or what period of his life, right, the song is, because he'll mix that in too. So I think that's cool because it is a story. I mean, it's like a book, in music form, and we're just turning pages and what's the next chapter? I don't know, it's pretty cool.
I actually agree. I talked about it. So I was like, with the drama, which I'm not, right? I'm not steeped in. I don't know it all. But I was reflecting on the idea that it doesn't really matter because whatever comes of it will be in his bars.
Yeah.
They'll be in the song. We'll get to, it's one of the few times you get to follow along with an artist that their life is reflected actually in their music, vice versa, where there's a front put on by so many other people. And their music might have inspired you at one point in their life, and now they're like a completely different individual. It's still okay to remember what they did for you back when.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of thing.
And then it's just like a music, like, vlog and then audio book. I mean, it's like all embedded in one, because like he does all the different genres too.
Oh,
so that's a fitting kind of description because, right, it's like, no, it's not just a video. No, it's just not a book. No, it's not just a blog. It's not a biography. There's all these like components mixed in. It's
Oh, I do.
It's dessert at the ranch.
Oh, no, yeah, I talked about that too. I mean, he had dessert, defense, and a good fresh dip all on the table. He had the three big D's. Southern style. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know shit about that, but I always thought that was funny.
Oh,
I talked about that. We better get back to this. We better go for it.
Lights on, and the seat recline. We only get one go, make it work that ride. Switch lanes, lights on, and the seat recline. I went from hoes in my jeans and loose, changing my clothes. Struggling for the pennies, now my trucks have turbos. For people wishing that I would crash and fail. Now I'm burning up the city with that superstar sound. Still repping every single person in my zone. 12-point buck racks mounted on my throne. I guess I'm robbing the hood with a backpack of arrows. The barefoot bandit chasing that the net road. I never would have thought I'd see the things I am. Sometimes when I'm high, I gotta pinch my skin. Hoping that I don't wake up and everything is a lie. My paw passed away, then the state took the farm. You don't know my struggle or why I fight so hard. Cause everything I've had has been taken, even my own yard. Being kicked to the curb with the rim passed through. Eviction notice on the door, then I had a breakthrough. Yeah, I packed my shit, said fuck my friends. They was all on drugs, not going nowhere. Just sitting in a room, passing around that weed that their parents paid for on some.
He just chose,
No,
he
yeah.
just chose a different path,
Well, that's it.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, and that's so funny because they accuse him of being on drugs now. As he spits fire and creates all this crazy, amazing things from a artistic perspective, right? I mean, come on.
Die.
And it'd be like, yeah, obviously, people have, just because the majority of the people can only do that under some kind of a altered state, because they that's the thing. It's like, oh, you can only do that if you're on drugs, or you can only do, you know what I mean, how people have preconceived notions of success.
It's weird because I believe in there's this whole group. I mean, I literally have canned friends because they couldn't smoke and work. And then I've hooked up for years with a guy because what we could do was get baked, talk, and work our asses off. Right. So there's these both types. And I get really tired of that stereotype. Well, it happened. Molly the other day was like, you don't got nothing good to say because you're too stoned. And in the rebuttal, I had to be, well, no, I got stoned, so I didn't say anything mean. So I didn't shit on your favorite artist. Because sometimes it turns out that the fans out there are a lot more excited about things than the actual artist. Actual artist is creating something, working, and going to work. There's that whole group that just sits at home and either builds up or breaks down everything they cannot create themselves.
Well, and he's talked about it, It's in one of the songs, "You lazy fucks." That's it. Maybe it's "Come and Get It." But it's just like, come on. All right, let's go. This is good. Sure. I can't wait to listen to this.
It's just like, now get in the car.
Hard, cause everything I've had has been taken, even my own yard. Being kicked to the curb with the wind passed through. Eviction notice on the door, then I had a breakthrough. Yeah, I packed my shit, said fuck my friends. They was all on drugs, not going nowhere. Just sitting in a room, passing around that weed that their parents paid for on some petty ass shit. So I put the blunt down, stood up in the smoke. I told them I wasn't going down, that's a hometown joke. So I bought a pack of pens and paper, let's go. I'm up church, baby, watch the story unfold. If you're gonna yell something, yell loud to the sky. Get the hellfire, then ask God why. We only get one go, make it work that ride. Switch lanes, lights on, and a secret climb. We only get one go, make it work that ride. Switch lanes, lights on, and a secret climb.
I like it. I like how he tells his story. I do enjoy it. And I think that's a lot of people do, It's just his, because it's unique, right? It just seems like it's a proprietary way.
Well, I'll use, and I don't know who's buddies and who's friends and who's acquaintances and who's are featuring and on whose shit anymore, but I'm gonna go with Calhoun. When Calhoun explained meeting UPCHURCH and that whole, he's got this story. You can all look it up for yourself, but basically it's the gist of it is this. You mean I could just think about my real life and people will listen? I could just sing about regular life and I'm just like, yeah, And it's that whole, it didn't, maybe it, they pick their own basket of stuff to put in their bars, right? Because it used to be, why did I hate it? Well, every mainstream song was slinging hose, crack, or violence.
Right, and that's why we didn't listen to rap, right?
Yeah. Then you find, my bad.
No, then you find, other artists doing things. Of course, it was like Tom and Webby and then UPCHURCH, right? That changed how we perceived the genre of rap, honestly. Now, I have to go back because I went to listen to some Eminem, and I know you're not a fan, but I was like, I forgot, you forget you some artists will let you listen to that genre and you only listen to it because of that artist, right? But you would never listen to it outside of that or whatever. But so that's because I went back and I started listening to some of that, and that's stuff that hits pretty hard even now.
Yeah. And to be honest, I would admit that back in the day I was in my own bubble. So I was in my own musical safe space. Right. And then as long as someone out there was demonizing hip hop and rap with only talking about those songs, you can't break through because the narrative, the propaganda is, well, that's all this, that, or the other. Well, I didn't know how many awake and thoughtful rappers there were way back then.
Right.
Now I'm starting to figure out that once again, it's the controlled narrative. You were supposed to do this because you're told to. When, to finish off, maybe we should listen to artists like UPCHURCH and do what we have to do to get where you need to be and F for everybody else.
Yep. That's what you do. Absolutely. I like it. It's going in the car right today.
Of course, you're going to go for it.
I have to listen to this. So some of the songs now have this thing called 360 sound. You guys know if you got Apple iTunes, it's on, it's called 360.
I totally believe you.
It's crazy. It's
my CD player doesn't have that thing. Goodness.
All right.
UPCHURCH, go for it. Now, that's about 5 years ago.
Yep.
In a few days, over on Angie's channel, we'll have, we're also going to follow this up with the brand new one, Flowers All Bloom. So look for that over on Reaction Talk if you can find it. Anything else, Bevs?
No, just, we just love UPCHURCH.
That's a true statement.
Yeah.
Later.
Bye.